Hello everyone. So I wanted to show you this newest planner, just kind of a loose leaf that's been bound, and it's on cruising. So anyway, it's the official cruise planner. Everything you'll need to know, you'll know before you go, until you go. Anyway, this specific one that's bound here is for Alaska. The reason being is because there's actually two parts of this book that's been bound into one. And let me go and show you. It's 180 plus pages for the two, the Alaska and the official, just the planner. The planner part is separate. It's 84 pages. The Alaska one is pretty much, let me show you, extended Alaska version. It's for cruising, planning, budgeting, tracking, packing, and journal memories. It's a place for you to write journals in. In this planner, this is the extended cruise planner that's going to give you information on the Ovation of the Sea ship, the deck maps, entertainment information, shopping, eating locations and menus, dining information, specialty, main dining room, and freebies that you could get. It gives the sunset time for 2023 and how many hours of daylight. It's going to cover eating, shopping, excursions that you can do for Sitka, Juneau, Skagway, and Victoria, BC. It's going to give you the email addresses, phone numbers, and stuff for transportation, shopping, and all that kind of stuff. So in this planner, you're going to get a thing for a cruise budget, a cruise countdown, pre-cruise package plans, cruise details, making the plan, extra packing notes, and it's all listed in here. There's a lot of stuff. This thing is totally loaded. And so I'm just going to walk through it real quick. Anyway, this talks about the Ovation of the Seas ship, different things that they have, and what it's for, and then sea sports, what you can do, flow rider, rock climbing, the running track, and that's going to give you kind of each deck, and what's on each deck. And let's see, it's going to go through all of the decks. Show you. And this talks about the dining times. This complimentary restaurants tells you what kind of stuff they have. It talks about the restaurants. And again, this page and this page talks about the restaurant. And then it goes into the fees and specialty dining restaurants and what type they have and what they serve, what they're famous for, and all that. Here's a page that you can journal on. Then it's going to talk about Sitka, Alaska, and things to do. It's going to show you a map, and talks about the distance between the port and downtown. Talks about their history and things that you can do if you want to stay. It's going to give you shopping information, the email addresses, websites, phone numbers, in case you want to look them up or email them. Then it's going to talk about the food and the coffee. It's kind of interesting to check out some of the websites. This is how you want to get around Sitka. It gives the information on each. It has a Avis budget, a ferry shuttle, and transit water taxis, regular taxis. Then we're going to get into Juno. Juno has the list of all the shopping places. I say all, the majority. And then it talks about the dining that you can do in Juno and what their restaurants information is and what the popular sites are. Talks a little bit about the history and Wikipedia information, and then talks about the gold tram, and what you can do and what all the ticket pricing. All of this information can change. This is just what was at the time of making this planner. Then we're going to go into Skagway, Alaska, and it talks about the history and the population. Of course, foods in Alaska, in Skagway, and then it's going to give you the addresses and what type. Adventures that you can do in Skagway. And then we're going to move on to Victoria. And it's going to give you a little map of the downtown. It tells you, of course, the port information and how long it takes to get into town. If you can get a bus, most of the terminals will have, or ports will have a bus that you could take into town. This is rental car information and more. And then it shows some maps to the port and to certain areas. Then here we've got some pictures and the information on excursions that you can take. Then we're going to talk about the weather and what the weather was in 2022 and what to expect. And then Juneau, Alaska, the weather in 2022. And it just kind of gives you an idea of what to expect this year. And then here's Skagway. It talks about the sunrise and sunset. And this is all planned for the July time. And then we start the official cruise planner. This you can buy separately, and you can do the downloadable on this section or this section, or you can buy it bound together. It comes in different ways, different designs when it's bound. So anyway, this is the official cruise planner on this end, and it's talking about your cruise and the things that where you want to go and what are the countries and the date that you want to go. Gives all the information, how many adults, if it's a single cruise, if it's a senior cruise, what your plans are for how much you're going to spend, what type, do you want a cheaper interior, ocean view, balcony, a suite. Then it's going to plan out your budget for each item of what to expect, that you want to put together, documents that you're going to need, excursions that you want to plan. It gives you 6 spots for excursions. Of course, you can have as many excursions as you want. This page is going to have a cruise countdown on it, and then the pre-cruise packages that you can purchase. If you do if you purchase the excursions on the boat or the ship website, or if you plan your own, it's going to give you a place to put all those. If you buy the photo package, internet package on board, let you keep a track of that. And then the cruise of what you're actually going on, the ship name, the cruise dates, all of your names that are on the reservation, the cabin numbers if you have a travel agent, the cruise line phone numbers if you want to make notes. And this is things that you need to do before you cruise. You need to make the plan. It talks about find a travel agent, find credit cards that give big rewards. Don't put it on social media. Find a house sitter. Make special Amazon cruise wish list, which I will have one linked in the video, where you can find a cruise packing list and, you know, things that you might want to purchase. Anyway, book hair appointments, personal documents, make sure you get all of those together. Travel insurance, and it's going to list 38 items that you need to do to schedule the house cleaners so you can come home to a clean house. House alarm, turn off lights, take out trash, fully charge electronic devices, set up messages while you're away for your email. Extra packaging ideas on these items as you purchase them and the cost, so you can keep a running total. I know that's scary, but some people like to do that. And this is the payment transaction details when you make your cruise deposits, your airline ticket payments, your travel insurance, your hotel payments, shore excursions, if you upgrade your package, other things that you might purchase, some places for notes. This is if you cancel something and you're going to get refund, cruise credit, that kind of thing. You can list the item and how much, make notes on it. Things to do, that's for your own purpose. If you have extra things you need to do, you can list them on here. This is the recommendation of cruise essentials, and it lists the luggage tag holders, over the door hanger, magnetic hooks, portable fan, travel mug, cruise control power bar, non-surge protected, and it just has 31 items here that you can choose from. Over here it has a list of toiletries that you might want to take a look at and highlight the ones that you want to take with you. Over here, this is the packing list for Caribbean or warm weather cruise for an adult. Think that women's items, men's items, and then the cruise packing list for Alaska or other cool weather cruise for adults. This is the women's items, men's items. And this is the cruise packing list for children, for a 7-day cruise. Of course, you can narrow it down if it's a shorter cruise. And this is for our baby and toddler essentials, that you'll want to be checking off what items that you'll want to take. The cruise carry-on bag, we call the bag. This is day one of things that you'll want to take in your carry-on bag. So when you get on the ship, you'll have all of these things with you, just in case you'll not have your luggage right away, but you'll have everything you need to get your first day going. And that is that list. Then we have a thing here, if you do some shopping, the item, what you purchase, or what you want to purchase, the budget, and where to go get it. And this is the flight information, the airline name, the flight number, departure number, duration, and it has plenty of spots for all of the family or multiple flights. And this talks about different things that you could go ahead and do it. Things that you wouldn't even think of. Book with a good travel agent, confirm necessary documents that you will need, a plan and renew your passports, and you want to make sure you do that as early as possible, so you don't get stuck without it. You never can tell how long it's going to take for that passport. Cruise pricing, last minute cruise deals, new ships that you would rather have versus old ships, understanding the a la carte dining, answers questions, what you should keep, again, in your small carry-on, things that you should have if the drinks are allowed to bring with you, what not, things that you should look up and check on, and what's listed in here. And here, take a spa tour, all of that. So there's quite a bit there. things that you do not want to do. You just don't do it. It's quite a lengthy list. Most of it's common sense, but sometimes you have to explain these things. Like missing towels you haven't checked out or checked back in, they're going to charge you $25 a towel for most times. So you want to make sure you return them. No holes in the wall, never do anything to ruin or damage the cabin, common sense thing. Don't be on your balcony naked, that's a big thing. Dangerous stunts on your balcony. Many people take selfies and they will catch up with you. If you're seasick, don't try to sleep it off. You go to the middle of the ship in a fresh air, or eat an apple or some ginger. It talks about the medicines that you can bring on with you. Don't steal the robes. No smoking in the cabins. Just things you don't do. And of course, there's more of those. This is good to know information, like the casino and shops are closed on port days. It's kind of the law, maritime law. They want you to go on port and do some shopping and checking out excursions and that kind of thing. Talks about the size of the cabins being so small, what good ideas to use the best for your space. Don't be a port runner. If you don't know what a port runner is, I would say go to YouTube and put in "don't be a port runner," and it will come up. Cruise port runners, and watch some of those. You don't want to be that person. Again, the seasick, formal nights, and what to expect on formal nights. Snacks, how many meals you can eat. This is just good to know information about the whole cruise experience. And this cabin choices, dining mistakes not to make in the main dining room, and things that will get you kicked off the cruise ship. Removal, fines, arrest, unable to leave cabin, and more. Things that you don't want to do. You might want to read that. Cruising lingo. Who doesn't need to know some cruising lingo? So don't call a cruise ship a boat. It's a ship. Cabin or stateroom, your room. Deck is the ship's. Don't have floors, they have decks. Anyway, it has a description of OBC is onboard credit, B2B is back-to-back, FCC, future cruise credit. So it just kind of gives you the lingo for the ship. This top asked questions this is the most top asked questions on the internet. This is questions and answers on the cabin. This is the dress code, medical. These are questions, again, that people have asked the most. This is about alcohol. This is about tipping, dining, short excursions, entertainment, passports. Do you need it? Do you not? What happens if your luggage gets lost? Carry-on luggage, laundry facilities, the muster drill, and about it. This is a fun page to translate me. You say what? This is the word, and then you want to translate it over here. You could Google it and write it out, and you might just want to, as for fun, try to learn how to speak it in a different language, and there's more space to add words or sentences and translate over here for fun. This is your embarkation. Hello Sailor. This is what you do pre-embarkation and then embarkation day. Things that you can do. Talks about what to carry, what not again, what time you should arrive at your cruise terminal. Where you drop off your luggage, go for lunch, do the muster drill, make reservations, especially dining, spa, entertainment, excursions. You want to do that right when you get on the ship. just many other things. This is port departure information of where you're leaving, and notes. And this is the things that you're going to sign up for. The cruise ship fund lists the shows and the restaurants and activities, and that you signed up for them. And this is the daily cruise at a glance. And it gives the time and lets you write out what it is you're doing, the day, and what the weather is like. Just plan the fun, the dining, activities, spa, fun, shopping, excursions, and it gives you plenty of pages, I think like 13 or 14, that you can do your daily cruise at a glance and the time, so you kind of have an idea what you're going to do. This is extra journal pages for you just to make notes about your trip. And this is port at a glance, and it's going to give you all of the information, spots where to put the information about what you're doing on that port, the time that you get there, the country, what currency they use, the schedule in which you're going to do your day on the port. And it gives you several places to have for each port that you go to. It'll probably have more pages than you do ports. Okay. And then it's the wish list. Let's get cruising. What next? Your cruise wish list. This talks about your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth of your wish list of cruising. What areas you would like to cruise to next. And this is your cruise itinerary. Just a big overview of what day, the date, the port, when you arrive, the excursions you're going to do and depart from. This is when you were leaving. This is your cruise debarkation checklist, things that you want to check that you've done prior, starting the night before you actually leave the ship. And this is transportation information that you'll want to put down for the airport to hotel, hotel to port, from port to hotel. So it gives you different space for different ones, what company you're going to use, their contact information, and all of that. So that is all of this. Again, this is the Alaska version that has, the Sitka, Juneau, Skagway, and Victoria information. It can be bought by itself, or it can be purchased all together with the official cruise planner. Also, the official cruise planner, 84 pages, can be purchased by itself. You can download it or have it printed and sent to you. And all of these are on the Etsy at Fancy's Treasures Etsy store. If you have any questions, please just let us know. And also, you'll find in the description packing list and items and a video of the cruise essential packing. So thanks for stopping by and taking a look, and we hope to see you around. And if you're ready to get your cruise on, pick up a planner. So again, that's at Fancy's Treasures on Etsy. I will have the information below. Thanks. Bye-bye.